Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up our budget for the month of October. I still don't know yet if I'm going to be setting up both paycheck budgets because the first one's going to be kind of tricky, and I'll explain more about that in a little bit. So I'll decide kind of as I go, we shall see. But before I get into that, I am starting here at my September budget because I just went ahead and closed it out. That way I have a better idea, or actually that way I know for sure how much is in my checking account right now. And I forgot to add that in here. We don't have any cash right now, so this is our actual total right here. So $21,88.59 is what we're going to be starting out with. And then I'm just going to peek over our yearly overview here for the month of October. So October 1st, 15th, and 29th is going to be our paychecks. But as you guys can see here, the October 29th one is going to be part of November. So everything here is up to date. I already closed out our September 17th budget. So everything here, I believe, oh yeah, no, delete that. I already paid for that. I just wanted to quickly just see if there's anything I need a budget for. Whoa. On here, but I think that was it. So yeah, let me go ahead and just open up. Everything else is just bills, the usual bills, nothing to really pay for on here. So I'm just going to, let me grab my month copy over here. Okay, so with this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate it, and it's going to, my computer is going really slow right now. I'm going to rename it to October. I'll just do OCT. And then I'm going to move that all the way towards the front here. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. And I'm going to just rename it up here as well to October. And I want to change the color so it's a little bit more fall-ish. I think that's the color I wanted. And then the next thing I'm going to also duplicate is going to be my expense tracker, which is this one right here. So I'm going to duplicate that as well. And then I'm going to move that all the way to the front. So expenses for, oh, put October spending. Okay, so we're going to start here in October, and our paycheck date is going to be October 1st to the 14th, and then the next paycheck is going to be the, oh, actually, what am I doing? Wow, October 15th to the 28th. And then our starting balance, I'm going to add on here. I did break it down compared to what I usually do because I like to see what the actual incoming income is versus the total amount to be budgeted for. But that's just me. So starting balance, I'm going to grab that from September. And it is $21,88.59. So I'm just going to add that here. So $21,88. Oh my God, was it 59? Yeah, 59. And that is what we ended with in our checking account over here. So this is my expense tracker for my checking account, and that is what we ended with. It balances with our checking account. That's what that check mark is for. So $21,88.59. And then my husband's paycheck, he did text me the amount, and it's lower than what he usually would be getting paid because he went out on sick leave for a couple of the days. The October 15th one, though, might be zero because he hasn't been back to work since our San Jose trip, unless he gets, we get the SDI payment in time, because I believe he is going to apply for that, for the state disability since he's injured. $1965.44. So $1965 and 44 cents, 1965 and 44 cents. So let me quickly just explain really quick what this big number right here is for. So the $21,88.59. So going back to September, I had originally transferred over from our emergency fund $1,500 in our first paycheck budget for September because we were debating on, or not debating, we were actually going to put that into our Roth IRA, or my husband's Roth IRA. But then when he got injured, we decided to just hold off on it. I think I put it right here. Hold off for now until the husband goes back to work. We were also going to put money into my son's surgery. But I think we're good for now. I honestly don't think we have to, but we probably will save a little bit just in case we get billed a little more. But yeah, that is where that big amount pretty much is coming from. Plus we were under our spending, not by a lot, but we're still under budget. But yeah, that is where that big amount is coming from. So I'm gonna try not to touch it. Hopefully we won't have to touch that 1500, but it's there just in case because I want to be able to carry it over to this paycheck budget. So I might hold off on setting this up until we figure out what's going on with if he's going to get income from the state. So we'll see. I do know that for the bills, we do have rent due. So it's going to be a big chunk for sure. And I also want to have a cushion. Rent, I know for sure is due. Pay range on Chase, and that's usually due on the 7th on my Chase card. Rent is due on the 1st, of course, and I'm just going to put the 1st on here. Oh, and Disney Plus on our Barclay, and that's due on the 13th. I don't know if anything's due. I think I paid for that one already, but I'm just going to put it on there just in case. And then rent is $13.95, and then cushion I like to put 100, and then I'm going to add something on here for next budget. Let me put 1500 for now and see how much we'll have left to budget for. So we have 1095 to budget for, and food. I'm just going to stick to our usual. What did we do last? Paycheck budget. 250, 120. This one was high because we went to San Jose. I already filled up our tank. It was like $50 for our XB. I'm gonna just do 100. Household, the 30, even though I keep going over the household because I, find some things we might need. Kids, actually, we have the Skechers walk. I think I want to go ahead and pay for it. So I'm going to do 60. It's $30 each person. I'm just going to do 2 of our kiddos. My husband right now isn't going to work, and he only usually spends his allowance when he eats at work. He only spent $1 last paycheck budget. So I didn't even talk about this with him. I'm just going to do 50. And then for myself, I still haven't gotten the budget by paycheck workbook because the budget mom threw me in with a curveball and said that if you pre-order her book, the budget by paycheck workbook would be 30% off. And pre-orders, I think, end on the 15th when it's actually launched. I don't know. So for myself, I think I'm just going to put 50 for now, and maybe we'll see if I'll get it, because I think her book was like $30 or $25, and then the budget by paycheck workbook was $50. I don't know. I might change that later. I'm not sure. We'll see if I'm going to get it right now. Fun and events. We do have a birthday party, pumpkin patch, couple of craft things I want to buy. Not expensive. I'm probably just going to go to the Dollar Tree or see what we have at home still. We also still, I think, just pumpkin patch. We usually don't buy a ton of stuff. It's kind of expensive there. We just go there for the photos. I'm gonna put 100 and see. I mean, we don't have to use it all, but healthcare, I don't think there's any more surprises this month because there was some last month. So I'm just gonna put 35, and miscellaneous, I always do 50. So we have 725 here, and we still have 370 left over. So maybe I can get my paycheck budget by paycheck. And I also want to buy, I have it on my list. I'm getting I'm going to read the Bible in chronological order. And I found this book on Amazon that I thought was super cool to read. And it's has like notes. It's a big book. It's not just like your typical Bible, it's big, and there's room to on the sides to reflect and all of that. So yeah, I'm really excited about that because I'm almost done with my 52 weeks with Jesus book that I've been working on for the year. So I want to continue and read the Bible so every single day. So yeah, anyways, so that's it for my allowance. I don't know if I'll use the entire 100. Kind of feel guilty doing that already, because I did purchase Beachbody, which I have to pay for. It's not due yet. I did put on a credit card. I like to put big purchases on a credit card. So pay for Beachbody on demand. And I think that was like 200 something on my Capital One card. Oops. Capital One. And I think it was like 275, I believe it was, yeah. Or 274, 280 or something like that. I'm gonna have to double check that actually. Let's log on. Okay, so let me just double check. Oh, it's 284. So it's gonna be 284. I don't know if I'm going to put it under my allowance or my husband's because he said he's going to use it too, or if we just put it under health care, because it is health and wellness. We did get like the Shakeology. I did purchase some of the bars because I remember wanting to try that before, but I didn't have enough money to, I felt really guilty to invest in it. But I tried one, the chocolate almond crunch. It was so good. And I've tried quite a bit of protein bars, and that one's probably my favorite right now. I've had Beachbody before, so I knew I was gonna love it. I love Shanti's workouts. I think I've done all of them besides Insanity, but all his other workouts I've done before, and hip hop abs I haven't done, but everything else I've done. What did I say? 285. I think I am gonna put it on here. Yeah, I felt kind of guilty buying it, but my husband's always really great. Like if I want to invest in myself health wise, and he goes, as long as you're going to use it, you're going to, try to do the program. You're not just going to like let it sit there, do it. He's always been so supportive, whatever I decide to do. So $35 left over. Let's go ahead and let's put that in. I'll just make my cushion 135. And I think that's it. I don't know if I'm going to use up all 100 here. Maybe I'll bring that back down to 75 because I don't think, yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of talking through what's going on in my brain because this is how I usually am when I budget. So let's see. So I should have $25 left. So let's just so this one will end up being 160. I want to try to have as much as we can left over for the next budget. So let's just do 160 and 4 cents. I'm really not going to try to touch this 1500 because I want that to go over to the next paycheck budget for sure, because the next one should be more of our chunkier bills. But we will be getting the child tax credit though, so that'll be super helpful. Yeah, so I'm just going to plan this out. I'm going to plan the second one out maybe later on. Actually, no, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now because sometimes the months, they just fly by. I like to just have my budgets already set up because it'll be easier for me later on when I'm like updating it. So child tax credit. If we have that $1,500 left over, that'll go there. So that's what that'll look like. Not sure if my husband will get a paycheck. Child tax credit, it's been landing on the 15th, so that should be there. What I want to really put on here is all the bills. Oh, you know what? Shoot. You know what I forgot? I forgot to add our sponsorship on there. So 122. So sponsor. Did I spell that? Ship. If you guys are new here, if you haven't heard me talk about this. That sponsorship is basically my husband and I are sponsoring 2 college students in the Philippines. So 122. So now I'm at a negative 122. So I'm going to put this back to 100. And then I'm going to take away money from, where should I take money away from? I'm just going to put myself back at 50 because I don't feel like I need that right now. And let's see. I think this one can go down. I don't think we'll be spending that much. What else? So I need to get rid of $17. What can we get rid of? Household, I need to get Tide or laundry detergent for sure. Let's do, we haven't been spending in miscellaneous. It kind of serves as an extra cushion for me sometimes. So I'm just going to, I think I'll just take it out of there. So still need to get rid of $2. Let's make this an even 120. 4 cents. So 100, let's just do 04 on there. So it goes somewhere. So there. So it's zeroed out. Okay, so bills on this side. So let's do cushion. Let's do 100 on there. And then what do we got? So we have insurance, Netflix, oh, both of the insurances, and then cell phones. So we have life insurance, Netflix, my life insurance. This one's 118, 18, and then 92. Then we have cell phone. I need to get it together with our cell phone bill. We've gotten it lower, but I feel like I've heard about Mint Mobile, and one of my clients used it. I think I talked about this before, and her cell phone bill was super low, and I was like, how do I get on that? So yeah, I'm still trying to convince the hubs to do that. I think that's it for the bills. So internet, if you guys saw my video when I set up our October budget on the calendar, so our internet is linked to my husband's Capital One card, and we got a refund on there from an activity we booked. So right now it's eating up that refund, and so it's zero basically on there. So my husband said he's fine with that. So technically we should be saving that $80 that would normally go on there, but for right now I'm just going to put 0. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. So I need to follow up with surgery date for my son for his dental surgery. So I need to call that. Hopefully we can get it before the month is over. We do have the money saved already. I just wanted to be able to save a little bit more just in case they find something else that needs to be worked on and then we get hit with another bill. But yeah, so it's looking like for our paycheck number 2, we still have $14.91 to budget, and I'm just going to copy over what we did on the other side. Kids, we're not going to need as much here because we would be registering for the Skechers walk in this paycheck budget. And then my husband, if he goes back to work, that might change. I'm just going to put it back to 100 because I think he is going to be going back to work on the 15th or before that. Myself, I might put 50 on there. Fun and events. No more birthday parties. And if I get our supplies, it'll be in this one. So I think this can go back down to 40 in case something else happens. Healthcare can go back to 35 and then 50 for miscellaneous. And then we still have $806 left over to budget for, but I believe in November we need money. So $570, it looks like. I'm just gonna put that all of it will be for next budget for now, because I don't know if my husband's gonna be getting an income or not. So let's just put 806 there. That way, if we need it, we'll have it. That way we don't dip into anymore into our emergency fund. I believe that's it. I zeroed everything out. Although the bills are on there, variable expenses. Kind of sad about no savings for this month. Hopefully we get a surprise income, or hopefully my husband does get approved for SDI and we get that this month, so that we can either not pay back our emergency fund but put that money we originally intended, the $1,500, into my husband's Roth IRA. And yeah, so far that's the plan for this month. Oh, and the goal also is one take out per paycheck budget. We've done it in the last couple of weeks, so I'm pretty sure we can do it again. And I think that's pretty much it for my October budget setup. If anything changes, I'm gonna just go ahead and update it on here. Anyways, you guys, that is pretty much it for my October budget setup. I hope that you found this interesting, and hopefully you guys have already set up your October budget. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a good one, guys.